Hi, it's Desley here. Today we're going to talk about two trace elements and a nutrient under the letter I. So the first one today is iodine. Now, iodine is an essential element. It's required for the proper functioning of the thyroid gland. If you have a deficiency in iodine, this can lead to a goiter, which is enlargement of the thyroid gland, or in children it leads to cretinism or stunted growth. Types of foods that you can find iodine in are your seafoods and your seaweed such as kelp. With iodine, you want to watch goitrogens in certain foods such as your broccoli, kale, cauliflower and cabbage, as this can block iodine, as well as soybeans. Iodine can also be useful for fibrocystic breast disease, and the recommended daily intake is around about 150 micrograms. However, if you take in too much iodine, you can cause the thyroid function to shut down, and it can also exacerbate acne outbreaks. Okay, the next one is iron. Now, iron deficiency can lead to conditions such as fatigue, and if it continues you can end up with anemia. Iron is required for the formation of your red blood cells and for sufficient oxygenation throughout the body. Other symptoms are restless leg syndrome. You can also get some heart palpitations, a condition called pica, which is common in pregnant women, where you get cravings for dirt or clay, and low iron can also lead to hypothyroidism and depression. Elements that can upset the absorption of iron is zinc and copper, and some of the heavy metals like lead and mercury. Your dark black grapes and black tea can also stop the absorption of iron. With iron deficiencies, there are other comorbid factors that can go with that. If you're lacking hydrochloric acid in your gut, that can stop the absorption of iron. If you have any gastric disorders such as celiac disease, that will stop absorption. Parasitic overload is another one, and there's also implications with other types of conditions and drug medications. So your antacids and your proton pump inhibitors, as well as your anti-inflammatory drugs, can cause problems. If the iron continues, the low iron continues, you should be looking for other drivers such as hidden blood loss from the bowel, stomach ulcers, and also hemorrhoids. Excess iron is just as bad as low iron, because if you have too much iron in your body, it will lead to oxidation in the body and cause a lot of systemic inflammation. So it's always best to have an iron test before taking an iron supplement. Okay, the last one is inositol. Now, inositol is a nutrient, and it's very beneficial for conditions such as PCOS, diabetes, and any liver type conditions. That's because it contains lipotrophic factors, and lipotrophic factors help with eliminating and breaking down fats, increasing your bile flow, and helping with cholesterol. Some good foods for this are lecithin and brewer's yeast, and it can also help in conditions such as alopecia, which is baldness, and also with restlessness, irritability, anxiety, and also with peripheral neuropathy in diabetes. Okay, so that's all today. Next time we'll talk about some of the ailments under the letter I, and as usual, if you want any further information, you can contact me at my webpage or also at my Facebook page. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.